Cool, man. A bit like Ian Wright.
I look like Ian Wright.
Don't you think so? A little bit.
Nah, people used to tell me that when I was younger, but not for a while.
I see it.
I see it too.
Alright. I don't.
So red and white.
So how did your performance go? How did you feel your performance went?
It was just fun, you know what I mean? It was a very real fun, nonchalant, kind of, you know, just a little brief, you know, having fun with the audience out there, man. It was cool, man. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed just, you know, talking with people and meeting people.
Even though you didn't get to actually speak on the panel, what was the reason for you participating in this event?
Oh, the reason for doing this event was the panel. I mean, but the cab driver just got some dodgy sat-nav, and he had us going around London, from North London to Central London. He had us going through East London and South West and all that. Some long route.
So what is it would you have spoken about while you was on the panel?
Whatever they would have asked me. I missed the, most of it. But I got the end bit, and they were talking about, you know, how artists get into the game and how they get the attention. Like, when I got in, it was a very different time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of there wasn't Twitter and all that. MySpace was just starting to pop. You know what I mean? So it was very different. It was more of a word of mouth thing. You know what I mean? You couldn't really gauge how many fans you had until you released something. So it was always like a surprise. It was like, we released something and be like, whoa, 20,000, wow. We didn't know. And now it's kind of like there's expectation there. It's like, okay, you've got 40,000 followers on Twitter and you've got 500,000 views. We need to sell this amount. You know what I mean? There's more pressure on the artist now. When I first came through, it weren't like that. So it had its pros and cons. It was harder, but you know, you knew you know, it was more magical in terms of the business didn't overcloud everything you released. You know what I mean?
Well, considering how you came about, you was just talking about it. How did it make you feel? Even though you are a talented rapper and stuff, how did it make you feel when you was getting props for your entrepreneurship and the way you got yourself out there?
I mean, I really lapped it up, to be honest with you. I really couldn't understand what all the fuss was about, to be honest with you, because it was just kind of like, you know, me and Turkish would put together the CD, me and Junior would drive to the shop, drop it in there, like, what you know, praising us for
a big thing.
I mean, like, no, it was just normal. We want it in the shop, let's take it there. I mean, it wasn't like let's be like mastermind, business masterminds, and let's do it. It wasn't like that. It was just guerrilla. I mean, it was just kind of like, we want it in the shops, and we don't know anybody that works there, so we're gonna go there and put it in the shops, and that's what happened. You know what I mean? So when it started turning into a, you know, DIY musician does it all itself, and I was like, yeah, that was us. we planned this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we just played it by ear, man. We've always played it by ear. We still play it by ear. We get it wrong sometimes, we get it right sometimes, but we're still moving in a direction, and that's forward and upwards. So.
Well, continue to talk about what you're still. So what are you doing now? What's happening for Sway at the moment?
I'm working on a new album. It's called The Deliverance. Hopefully it'll be out in September. You know what I mean? I'm you know, I've just done a new publishing deal. I'm in the middle of doing a new record deal. I'm still strongly affiliated with the whole Convict piano music crew, but it's still Decipher, and we're still doing a lot of stuff as a family. We've got new acts, we've got Clays, we've got DC, we've got Raptor, you know what I mean? And we've got Turkish putting out mixtapes, you know what I mean? We've got a lot of affiliated artists as well within the camp. I mean, so it's just having a good time, man. Like really and truly, we're just working hard, man, and just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, and when it sticks, we run with it.
Okay, one final question. How do you feel about the British hip-hop industry at this moment, and where is it going to go in the future?
I think it's great where it's at, because people are making money. People are becoming household names, you know what I mean? Whereas before it was a few, now it's almost like it's too many. You know what I mean? It's like every day you hear about a new rapper getting signed. Every day a new rapper hits the charts. Every day, but there's so many now, the competition is a lot fierce, and when the competition becomes fierce, there's money about. And when money is about, then the big dogs come like out to play.
Pressure.
Yeah, and they not only put pressure, but they make the game political. And when they make the game political, it starts taking away from the creativity. So we've got to find that fine line, that balance of keeping it creative but keeping it competitive at the same time. And I think we're kind of there right now. You know what I mean? With the fact that someone like Wretch has been able to chart so high, being as lyrical as he is, coming from that raw background and having chart success, you can see that there's an obvious balance going on. But at the same time, how long is that balance going to last for? It's up to the artist. You It's up to the artist to say, you know what, no matter how big the check is, I'm not going to start doing what they want me to do. I'm going to do what brought me here, and I'm going to take that to a next level and keep the doors open for people who are doing a similar thing to me. You know, so
that's a kind of a British mentality when you think of way the British industry has been for a while.
What is it?
It's all about people being more creative as opposed to selling out.
Not really, man. There's a lot of sell-out stuff here, man.
You take? Okay.
There's a lot, man. There's a lot of... like, Britain has a lot of pop, man. It's not just
yeah, but when it comes to real music then...
yeah, but real music stays real music.
Yeah,
that's why we call it real music. It doesn't sell out, it still stays real music.
And it doesn't really sell full stuff. Anyway.
Sometimes it does.
Anyway.
I don't want to, like, question you. You're interviewing me.
Yeah, well, not anymore because we're getting...
wrapped up. But it was a pleasure, though.
Yes, indeed.
Julian, jingles.
Meeting you. Before we go, could you just do a couple jingles for us? For Avenues FM?
Cool. What's going on, people? This is the one and only Sway, and it's all about Avenues FM. Peace.